back to another 4K Blu-ray showcase, and today we're going to be looking at a brand new 4K release. It is one of my all-time favorite movies, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. In honor of SpongeBob SquarePants' 25th anniversary, Paramount decided to re-release the SpongeBob movie in 4K. Originally, this came out around the summertime in a special steelbook release. I'm not a steelbook collector. I think steelbooks are kind of overrated. So I kind of hoped that they'll later release it in a regular 4K keep case. And thankfully, they just came out with a standard version of, that's just in a regular old 4K keep case. So this is what the slipcover looks like. It's actually the same artwork on the Blu-ray release that I have, as well as a re-release of the DVD as well. Like, they've been using that cover for a while, and I think it looks fine. I mean, usually these types of movie re-releases, like usually when they just have like the protagonist's face, it's just very boring and everything. But I think the SpongeBob movie one does it pretty well. You can see there's Patrick, he's upside down, and SpongeBob, and there's like a border that's like a life donut. Just ignore my cat meowing. He does that all the time. Here's the back of the slipcover. Yeah, they have like these shines and everything. Most of it is kind of exactly the same on the cover itself. So I mean, I'm not really so sure if there's really much need for this. Besides that, I mean, I guess besides that 25th anniversary label, that's actually not a sticker. It's actually printed on. So that's interesting. Where you can get this, you can buy this on Amazon. Unfortunately, Best Buy doesn't sell physical media anymore. And Target does not, like, Target's pretty much phasing out like their DVDs and Blu-rays, which is kind of weird because, like, I mean, like, they still have CDs and vinyls, and they seem to sell them like just fine without hesitation. I'm not sure why it's like DVDs and Blu-rays that they just like don't want to sell anymore. Let's see. So yeah, so you can get this on Amazon. I got this when it was on sale for 25 bucks. And for 25 bucks you get the 4K version of the movie, and as well as the Blu-ray and a digital code. So, open this up. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out the listing for the movie. So yeah, so the cover is pretty much the same on the Blu-ray release, but the back is definitely different. You know, the 4K release has like screenshots. I mean, some of these aren't. I mean these two are definitely screenshots, but the middle one's definitely promotional artwork. A different screenshot of SpongeBob and Patrick on the paddy wagon. This one I think just uses stock art. And yeah, I'm gonna open this up. Actually, let me do it off camera in case. Okay, so here's what the digital code looks like. I'm kind of censoring out, in case if I ever want to redeem it. It says code may not be valid after 2026, so November 12th, 2026. So yeah, the only downside is I don't think this can be redeemed on Movies Anywhere. I think this is only ParamountMovies.com and everything. I hope you don't have to like sign in or something or whatever. So yeah, so here's what it looks like. It's kind of upside down. Here's what the 4K disc looks like, and then yeah, and here's what the Blu-ray disc looks like. Which I'm curious if this is the DVD disc. Oh wait, no, this is the Blu-ray disc. We'll bite my biscuits. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the exact same printing, except this is a light blue print and this one's on a gray. Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna put in. I never did a showcase on. I've never done a showcase on the SpongeBob movie before, so I'm gonna put both discs onto my 4K player, and we'll see what it has to offer. Alright, this is the Blu-ray disc, so this is what the Blu-ray menu looks like, and yeah, it's pretty much exactly like the Blu-ray release of the movie. They just reused the previous releases of the Blu-ray, so I guess that's pretty good. I mean, the Blu-ray release is pretty good, like by itself. So yes, we have English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese, and then we have subtitles in same languages, scene selection, and then extras. So all of the extras, there's nothing new. They're all ported from the original DVD release, which I've had growing up. I have a lot of fond memories of that DVD release. In case if you're wondering, it plays the Wilco song, Just a Kid, but I muted it, you know, because I don't want to get content ID'd. So yeah, so the bonus features, the absorbing tale behind the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, cast of the SpongeBob, animatics, which was one of my favorites to watch, saving the surf inside the pineapple, the making of the flaming lip SpongeBob and Patrick confront the psychic wall of energy music video, and said music video, and then the teaser trailer. And so yeah, I don't think they cut anything from the DVD. I think all the stuff from the DVD is on this Blu-ray, at least as far as I'm aware. It definitely would be cool. I definitely wish. I wish this movie had like audio commentary or something, but oh well. Next to the 4K. Okay, this is sort of like a warning for anyone who wants to buy the SpongeBob movie on 4K. Usually, I usually like to go into the video settings to like adjust the picture quality. I sometimes go onto like my actual TV setting itself to adjust the HDR and everything. And if you do direct or auto, it's pretty much exactly the same for the most part. It's very dark. It's very dim looking. So it's definitely recommended, you know, like if you want it much brighter, you can go into one of the custom, you know, settings you want. Because I have the contrast, brightness, and color all the way, and it definitely looks much more watchable in my opinion. You probably can't tell, like you know, like from the camera to the TV, but like you'll notice the difference, you know, like if you actually get it and everything. But anyways, here's what the menu for the 4K disc looks like. It's pretty much just you know, stock art from the movie. Even that plankton over there is definitely from like one of the posters. And yeah, it's definitely pretty like underwhelming. Like there's no logo or anything. I definitely do prefer the menu on the Blu-ray a lot better, and especially on the DVD. But yeah, so here's the language, and yeah, they actually have the Japanese dub. Interesting enough. And then yeah, there's also Japanese subtitles, Italian subtitles, and yeah. Besides that, I think the English 5.1 audio is exactly the same. And then yeah, here's like the scene selection. Again, the movie looks pretty dark, but if you like lighten it up, it really does look a lot better, much more closer to what the movie probably originally looked like in theaters. And so yeah, so I'll definitely go over the pros and cons and then the final verdict. Alright, pros and cons for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie on 4K. So basically the first pro is that I just love the SpongeBob movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. It's definitely one of the most nostalgic movies to me personally. I grew up with the DVD. I still have the DVD discs for it. And yeah, I would take it with me on car trips. I would watch it so many times. It's a lot like the SpongeBob show. It has like very memorable characters and, you know, really great dialogue and comedy, and this movie is pretty much no exception, since it's pretty much a movie version of the show in a way. And the video quality, I was very surprised by it, because I'm used to watching it on DVD and Blu-ray, so I'm more used to the way it looks from those formats. But the 4K one is pretty interesting, because instead of using Instead of using the digital files for the movie, they actually used a 35mm print of the SpongeBob movie. So all the colors, it's pretty much like Technicolor. All the grains and everything, you can notice some film gratings on them. They basically used a 35mm print on its original like 185-ish aspect ratio. If you watch the DVD or Blu-ray, it's in the 177 aspect ratio, which isn't really all that different. There's just a little bit more picture on the top and bottom. But for the 185, aspect ratio is the one that that the movie was in when it was in theaters. So basically, what you're watching on the 4K disc is pretty much what you probably would have saw if you saw the movie in theaters back in like 2004 or something. Yeah, I was like 1 year old when like this movie came out, funnily enough. So yeah, so the Technicolor from the 35mm print, it doesn't quite match the SpongeBob show, unlike the digital files from like the Blu-ray and DVD release, which use colors a lot more closer to the show. But it's not bad by any means. It's definitely pretty watchable if you adjust the 4K player or the TV itself. And the audio quality, I don't think anything has been changed. I think it's the same audio track from the previous releases, which is already pretty good enough. So it definitely does have some pretty good audio quality. The special features are on the Blu-ray disc, and I think all of the special features from the DVD release are on the Blu-ray disc, so there's not any, I don't think there's anything cut from the DVD. And yeah, and I also just like the packaging, like the 4K. I mean, 4K cases are pretty cool looking. I mean, they're not the best of quality, like, but I mean, like they pretty much get the job done. And yeah, I can't really think of any cons, in my opinion, because otherwise, I mean, unless if you're not a fan of the way that the movie was colored on the 35mm print, they still give you the Blu-ray disc. So if you ever want to go back to the more digital, look of the movie, I mean, you can on the Blu-ray disc. But otherwise, I mean, this is a fantastic release. So yeah, so if you're a huge SpongeBob fan like me, or you just really love the movie so much, I definitely do think it's worth upgrading to 4K. And yeah, that'll be all it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure to ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any videos I produce. I'll see you real soon. Same SpongeBob time, same SpongeBob channel.